Alright. A bunch of new leads. We got this. Hmm. 2 down, 2 to go. Halfway there. That's a good start. That's a great start, even. I'll hold on to the plaques before I go putting anything in the thing. So... Oh, fuck, we have to go talk to that stranger. Oh, that's... Oh, here we go, here we go. Hit C to crouch. I rebound the key. It's not actually C anymore. Oh, I guess it is still C. I could do it with 2 keys. That's fine. That's fair game. Okay. This is the correct one. Let's go talk to our silly little man down here. Oh. Hold on. Oh, I don't have the key. I think he's going to give me the key. I thought maybe the amulet or something else I picked up would help.
Ah, a visitor.
Hello, stranger.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm Tony.
Tell me.
I'm looking for a plaque that was removed from the obelisk.
Ah, yes.
I know exactly where it is. Of course you do.
I will tell you everything I know. But first...
Yeah, he wants me to deduce it's Pluto, god of the
Excellent.
underworld.
I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Just tell me where the... Ah, fine, okay.
Wonderful. Then let
Oh,
me begin.
God,
with the
don't give me a
question.
quiz.
Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure. It's a complex question.
You are an overthinker too. We're the same race. Is probably why I became a philosopher.
I got some brownie
But
points.
if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the golden rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
It is.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize.
Ducius is still doing that
find a way
here.
to think about
He's still being a dick.
But under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Whose version of right and wrong? That's the right
That is
answer.
an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry.
I really just want
So
him to give me
let
that
me
fucking
ask you
tablet.
this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct?
Oh,
Which you
God.
could follow in every situation and always do the
No.
right thing?
That's stupid. Of course not. Just more than one.
How can that be? Since they all have differences, it follows that in some cases they would offer different conclusions about what is right and wrong.
This fucking
If there is a
philosopher.
correct moral code, then wouldn't it follow that only one can be the correct one?
The correct moral code depends on the laws and customs of whichever society you're in. Yeah, that's the correct answer.
Ah, you know, I think you'd find an ally in Herodotus, a scribe from among my people who lived some 400 years ago. He told the story of a man named Darius, whose curiosity was piqued when he learned that a certain tribe had the practice of eating their dead. He asked some Greeks who burnt their dead, "What would it take for you to eat your dead?" Aghast, they replied, "Nothing." Then he asked the tribe who ate their dead, "What would it take for you to burn your dead?"
Equally aghast.
Nothing, they replied, equally aghast. From this, Herodotus concluded that custom is king, that right and wrong are merely local ideas which do not survive the journey from one tribe to another.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
take
true.
it you're in agreement?
Yes.
Then let me ask you this. If you visited a tribe where they
Copulated with the dead.
copulated with the dead and drank wine from cups made out of human skulls, would you still maintain that within such a tribe there is nothing wrong with such conduct?
Yeah, no, I suppose not.
And that's a credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person. to change their position when presented with a superior argument.
Oh, thanks, Kabash. That's very nice of you. What's your point?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
Okay. Fair
If
point.
there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way.
I wasn't gonna bring up the killing someone
And
rule
so
because
we
then
must
that
accept
gets
our
into the death
limitations
penalty.
and the sad truth that
I ain't
no
gonna go into
society
that.
will ever achieve the
I feel like
utopia for
I've done
which it
enough
strives.
philosophical
In mathematics,
philosophical
we call it an
discussion, you know.
asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached.
Oh my god!
Because
Stop
the
talking
only
about
way to
math.
create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This
Or
and
prison.
no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector.
So
And
Sentius.
life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
He's talking about Sentius. Sure, why not? I agree.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
Excellent. Do you know where I can find a plaque that was removed from the obelisk?
You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
Yes, I do.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you if Kabash had not already taken it.
Alright, then tell me where he is.
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To
There's
prepare
certain
for your
things you must
encounter,
know. Okay.
very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek.
God,
The
he's gonna tell me. He's gonna
architecture,
tell me
temples,
more fucking bullshit.
When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the Shrine of Persephone became the Shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans.
Okay. What does this have to do with Kabat? Yeah, I'd love to know
getting
that.
You see, it is
He
among
sounds
these
cranky.
old Greek relics that I found the thing you seek.
Mm-hmm.
An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
Okay. What did it
We
say?
had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern. to lay
And
them
in
to
there
rest.
was an
We
Egyptian
extended
tomb,
the
wasn't
tunnel
there?
so far that we accidentally discovered
Yup.
another.
There
even
it
older
is.
tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's
Because they
possessions.
built over an
You see,
Egyptian
we
tomb.
proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than
That's
any of
fucking
us
funny.
imagined.
That's so
I
stupid.
think
I
it is
love it.
best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
Alright. This better not be a
I
trap.
assure you, it is not. Or take this.
Alright. We got the key to the gate. An old stinky key.
I
Alright. I will see. Let's get out of here. He gave us the key to the door. Let me pull out my golden bow. Make sure it's the right one. This nice old man just wants someone to talk to. I get that he does, but at the same time, I've got like missions and shit to do. I'm so antsy to keep going. We're already been streaming for 1 hour and 40. Part of me wants to continue on the next stream, but also at the same time, I'm having such a good time. This reminds me of a picture that I once saw of a home where the ceiling was extremely low because it had been painted on so many fucking times. And it's like that but reverse, where they've just built up over on top of everything repeatedly. It's such a nifty little idea. Alright, let's get this fucking plaque. Ooh. Seems it's locked from the other side. Alright. I think I hear an enemy. I hear something. You know what? Yep. There it is. Dickhead. I have 103 arrows. You think I care? Get out of here. Kringe. Ooh. Let's do some exploring a little bit here. This game has been such a fun streaming game. Oh, for sure. This has been such an enjoyable time for me. I'm glad that it's been enjoyable for you guys as well. Yeah, I think going down is our only way. Huh? Egyptian pillar. This pillar is clearly Egyptian. Probably because it's labeled Egyptian pillar. Is this water? It is. Looked like gas. Hmm. Okay. I see you. Oh! You ain't slick. I have enough arrows for all of you. Yeah, get fucking kicked. Alright, let's see. What do we got going on here? Egyptian plaque. An Egyptian plaque which translates to the many shall suffer the sins of the one. Ah, there we go. Common themes. I was not expecting for there to be a random Egyptian level, I'm gonna be honest, but I am all there for it. Let's see, some more of these are definitely gonna come alive. Yes. Speaking of which, 1, 2, I think we're good. You're good, I think. Yeah, let's keep going. There he is! It's the boy. It's who we were looking for.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
I'm Tony. Who are you?
I am Kabash.
Hello, Kabash.
And let me guess. Another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of my ancestors.
I'm just looking for an Egyptian plaque.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you?
Can I just
I
say
was
Egyptian,
planning to
like,
return it
drip
myself,
and
but
aesthetic?
For now, I
Fucking
must remain.
fantastic. Love it.
Here, take it and restore the honor of Osiris.
Hell yeah. An Egyptian plaque bearing a hieroglyphic inscription, Osiris, Lord of Silence. Cool. Thanks.
Now, as for the other plaque,
The fourth plaque, you know about it?
indeed, I have it right here.
Holy shit.
I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit. And
There it was. May I have it?
You may not.
Why
In
not?
fact, I am about to destroy it.
Kabash, don't do that.
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
Oh, God. Okay, what is
I
it?
will tell you. But first, do you know what this place is?
Ugh, Kabash. The Egyptian underworld.
It has a name, and that is
The Duat.
Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned.
All of these different
As
underworlds have
Egypt
just been built on
declined
top of
and
each
the
other.
Greeks had their turn to flourish. Their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough.
They built over this
they
place. You
built
know, the
over
foundation for
this
their own
place,
underworld.
using it as the
That's so
foundation
funny.
for their own underworld, so that ours
This plot
was
is great.
forgotten.
The writing is very good.
My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the
Hades
Romans
to
rose to
Pluto,
power.
and the cycle began anew. Okay, so what's the problem with this plaque? Is he gonna be cranky that this older plaque has a fucking even older god on it? That's probably what it
It is
is.
inscribed with a script I do not recognize.
Oh my
But
God.
it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name.
Okay.
But
Then
if
how do you
that
know
is
it's
so,
treacherous?
it
How do you know
would
it's blasphemous?
imply the gods of Egypt
Yeah,
are
he's
mere imitations.
he's just
too,
cranky. He's just an
copied
upset
and
boy.
corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us, and that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us.
Yeah, Kabosh, everyone
But
fucking
this,
sucks,
I
dude.
cannot accept.
Everyone is bad, alright?
I sense a deception. Perhaps it is
God.
the work of Set, the usurper,
No.
seeking to undermine
It's
Osiris
not
once
Set.
more.
Set's too stupid to come up with something this clever. What does it say? If you give it to me, I'll destroy it for you.
You must think me a fool.
I kinda was hoping. Do it and I'll kill you? Stop, please don't.
You are too late.
You
is
fucking
done.
asshole. Ugh, I wish you hadn't done that. Now I'm gonna have to go in after it.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
Absolutely I would. We'll see. Yeah.
We shall see.
We'll fucking do it. Alright. Into the Duat. Nurgle the Fierce One. Huh. I don't know that one. Are we gonna be safe? Ooh. Oh, they seem to be pointing me in one specific direction. Nurgle, more like Nurdle. Let's see. Oh, invisible wall. Can't go that way. Let's get moving. Yeah, more invisible walls. I'm trying to see if there's any, like, stuff I can loot. Oh, shit. A big ball! I see we're in the Temple of Doom, eh? Alright, I gotta pay attention to these fucking traps. Hey, so I'm the god of the underworld. I gotta make this, like, inescapable area of my domain. What do you guys think would be a good idea? Should I maybe have, like, a bunch of gates everywhere, or maybe some troops? Or do you guys think I should just use a big
When I
rock,
told
you know?
that you would not find a way back up. That was not a prediction.
Kabosh!
Was a promise.
Kabosh, don't be a
You will
dick.
die here.
Ugh, there's no need for this to end in violence. Get out of the way or you'll be the one who dies here. Fuck
Do
you,
not
Kabosh.
be a fool. I have the higher ground.
I don't fucking care. My... Do your worst to draw the golden... Yeah, fuck. If you do that, you'll break the golden rule.
Good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time it breaks, Osiris bellows with rage, and his
I think you
voice
mean
shakes the
Nurgle.
very foundations of the earth. I can only
actually,
one more
it's
tremor
Nurgle.
will lay waste to this fragile place once and for all, and you along with it.
God damn it, Kabosh, you're such a...
The many
Oh,
shall
fuck.
suffer.
Ah, shit.
sins of the
Ah,
one.
fuck. Ooh. Ooh. We're getting out. We're getting out. God, Kabosh is such a dick. Fuck, 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 fuck. Ah, shit, not that way. Not that way. That's the way we... No, that's the wrong way. We gotta get up to Sentius. This is a long sprint that we're taking. Let me do one of these. Because I think I can only take a single hit. Oh no, I think I've regen a little bit, so I think we should be fine. Didn't even check to see if the Philosopher's okay. I hope he's fine. We're almost out, I think. Oh, come on. The loading screen. Ooh. Okay. Not that way. This way. I went the wrong way. My health is regened a bit, so I can take a hit or two. But not much more. Bitch. Gotta have better aim to hit me. Gotta have better aim than that. Not very good at your job, Nurgle. Come on. This is the best you can do? Nice. You ain't gonna hit me either. Oh! That one did hit me. That's what I get for being overly confident. Search him. He doesn't have the key that I need. Fuck. That sucks. Alright. Well, we have the plaque. That's the important thing. So, I guess... Here's what I'm gonna do. I will try to get around... Oh, fuck, I can't get around Galerius. Okay.
Salve, friend.
Let's see. Yeah,
What?
how about you just get everybody to the cistern? How about that? And then we'll get to the Grand Shrine and go ahead and put all those tablets in there. Fucking Kabosh, that guy was such a dick. He's just all cranky. He's cranky that the Greeks beat him up. And then he's cranky that his people also beat up another fucking group of people. That's just what people do. They just beat up on on other people all the time. That's just how it is. That's just how people are. Rude and mean. You know? Oh, God.
Salve, welcome.
I'm fine, thanks. I'll be going now.
Can't believe this is how it
Opius.
Oh no.
Opius.
No.
Ugh,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna have to
no,
deal
no.
with Opius now.
Orpheus, what are you doing? Yet,
That's
Okay.
what?
why do you? I'm sorry.
Please help him.
Okay. I'll talk to him. Opius, can we talk?
Well, you,
Maybe I can solve your problem. Okay,
No,
well
I am
just die. Just
Wherever
fall
you
so
are.
I can deal
Gentle in my
with
love.
this shit. Get out of
I'm
here.
sorry.
Orpheus, no!
You're being dramatic, Opius. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. You'll be back when I reset the day. It'll be fine. Was that my
That was
fault?
not your fault.
No, it wasn't my fault. What happens now? Leave me alone. Insert the plaque. Insert the plaque. Insert the plaque. Hey, there we go. There we go. That's it. Now I need to get in there and pick a fight with the god of death. Ooh. Be a bit of a loading screen. Hades, Lord of Many. Nurgle the Fierce One, grant me an audience. Did I fuck it up? No? Pluto, Father of Riches, grant me an audience. Ah, so it is Pluto. I see. Let's see. Oh, I have to go in descending order. So it goes Hades. And then we go Osiris, Lord of Silence. And finally we end with Nurgle. Nurgle the Fierce One, grant me an audience. I'm sorry? Oh, I didn't know we were getting on the Enterprise. Alright. He's doing the fucking the baby thing that he's doing. God damn it. Interesting. Let's talk to him.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already
Love
gathered,
this guy's drip.
I've been
Fantastic.
known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the
Nergal.
Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title.
Ooh, I wonder if I had shot him from a distance, if I could have just
And
killed
I've been
him.
watching
That would
you
have been
with
funny.
curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You are unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for
You
mortals
do it so
to wield.
brazenly.
And you do it so brazenly that there will be time for your reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
Alright, bud. Let's see. What's your story? What is this place?
It has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago.
Okay. How did humans learn about the underworld?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer, a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place. But the erasure did not take completely, and he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the
Gilgamesh.
Epic of Gilgamesh. And his words were twisted.
I fucking knew it was Gilgamesh as soon as he said it was the king of Sumer.
Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning. And in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place, how to get here, and how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about
This is such a good fucking
though each
story for this game.
contained
Holy
only a
shit.
seed of truth.
Are you guys having a good time? It all comes back to fucking Gilgamesh, right? That's so silly. That's so good. I love it. Who built the
As
city?
the first wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives.
Having a wonderful time.
I had
I'm
them
glad that
build
you
the
guys
entrance
are
as
thinking
a
that this is
vertical
cool.
shaft leading
This
to
is so
baths
fucking cool, dude.
to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians promptly built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another 1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans, and they all did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations were forgotten.
Why does it stop at the Romans is my question. Or is he also Satan, you think? I don't know. What was the wager you
That
made?
is a long story, one that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day. You see, long ago my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium to search for other forms of life among the stars. We discovered your planet and witnessed your
God.
evolving from primates
Dude, this is just Ancient Aliens on the History Channel.
and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves, your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease.
I mean, the
Yet
disease isn't really
Persepolis
our
saw
fault.
raw potential in you, and persuaded the rest of us it would be squandered without our intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called us gods.
This is just Ancient Aliens
For a
on the History
time, you
Channel. Holy shit,
flourished,
dude.
but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of
I wish I had the
violence
gun.
and
I wish I could just shoot
This
him
time
just to
in
see what it
harmony.
would do.
My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric and chaotic, scarcely more than animals. We began preparations to return to Elysium, our home world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict and unimaginable in its beauty. But my Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. she gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly. I placed her in
Oh my
suspended
God.
animation in a deep frozen sleep to prevent age and sickness from killing her.
Ah!
And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which...
If he
were
watches
as
over, then it's a
If
maybe.
even one
Okay.
human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium.
But what's considered
My part
sin,
would be
bud?
to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you,
And we haven't.
so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time.
A single year?
Still
That's a
waiting.
long time. There's too many people for that to work. Okay. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Let's see. Well, we know his story. Are you responsible for the Golden Rule, bud?
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people into gold?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, two were particularly ambitious. Both were beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold. And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet
And then she
place.
killed her.
She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was watching, and I decided to answer her prayer.
You turned her into
I took
fucking
the golden
gold.
bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the
Wow.
entire city was tainted by her sin.
So you shot everybody
She
then?
could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all to make way for a
So
new
he's just
way.
hard resetting, hoping eventually that we'll not fuck up long
To
enough for him
this
to
day,
leave.
Each of them, and all who came after, line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity, the silent golden sentinels.
You know, I've played the game Hades, and people really like the way that like Hades is portrayed and written in there. But this version of Hades is really fucking cool. This shit is great. He's so ruthless. I love it. So you're responsible for destroying all these lives. Where did the golden bows come
When
from?
my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. A consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply
That's furries. He said furries for sure. They just misspelled it. He means furries. Expecting too much of us. We're just innocent men. They managed to achieve 7 months with 20-ish people. That's not that hard of a task. Yeah, but it was about to be broken. So it seems pretty hard with any more than, like, probably 5, I'd say. Diana's Artemis, goddess of the hunt and moon, right? I believe so, yes. Just put the philosopher in front of this dude and let them fucking hash it out. To be fair, Hades from Hades represents the Greeks well, but this dude does the title God of the Dead justice. He does the overwhelming God of the Underworld thing really fucking well. I bet he could probably beat up Hades, the Greek Hades from that game in a fight. He could probably beat him up. I don't even think he'd need to do like a broken build or anything with like lifesteal. He'd be fine. Just probably like a couple slaps would do it. So let's see. What do you consider a sin? That's a great question.
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12 Tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios. This should
So
come as no
autonomy is
surprise
the
to you,
answer.
since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
The so-called
It is the
cultists.
simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required to apply it to any situation. Yet none of the peoples who expressed this rule were able to uphold it. Curious, is it not?
So the answer is just the ability to think for yourself, okay, and to come to the conclusion of what right is wrong, what is right and what is wrong yourself, and have a basis for morality that you yourself make, right? That's like not too fucky. That makes sense, I guess. The answer is there are no rules. Nobody makes the rules. The rules are all fake. The principle's not as easy as to apply as it sounds. It doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either.
Enough. You clearly know.
Man, I call him out one time and this guy gets all fucking pissy. I've seen some terrible things here that you don't consider a sin. How could you let them
Do you
happen?
plan to speak in sweeping generalizations? Or are you going to give me an example?
Oh, I will gladly. Debt bondage.
You speak of the moneylender. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
He wouldn't want to be trapped in a 30-year labor contract because of a loan.
And he would never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms of a contract signed voluntarily by others.
The whole concept of debt bondage, like slavery is unethical. It's illegal under international law where I'm from. Sure, we'll go with that.
Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority. This is interesting. I'm curious, how do people escape poverty where you're from?
You can become a TikTok influencer, I guess. It's customary to take out a loan to buy a house and in some places to pay for an education.
I see. And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt?
Oh god, he's already fucking destroying my argument. He's destroying me with facts and knowledge. We can't win. This guy's Ben Shapiro, but ascended. Depends, typically decades, sometimes their entire lives.
I fail to see how your system of loans is significantly different to a debt bondsman signing over his labor for 30 years.
Cause it is the same. Fair
Now
enough.
tell me, what other sins do you believe I've overlooked?
I gotta find a single sin that this guy can't. Let's see. Abduction?
Abduction. You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter in the cistern, I take it. He did so because she sought to escape. A sin I take particularly seriously. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire city to punish her. Wouldn't you agree?
No. I disagree.
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
I am right and you know it.
Then your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine statue.
No, let me shoot you first. Draw the golden bow. Yeah, enough talk, I'm gonna end this.
Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon?
Okay, Proserpina. You may be immortal, but your beloved isn't.
How dare you threaten her? This ends now.
Alright, fuck yeah, dude. Okay, let me save it. So we need to get her fucking
The
chamber.
many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh! Okay, I took the crown. What do I do now? What do I do now? Rewind time and show Pluto that you have Proserpina's crown. Okay, cool. So we gotta leave. Let's skedaddle. This should be a short walk. Once these guys have shit aim, we'll be fine. Nope. Nope. Easy peasy. How is he not... Is he not gonna know? He's not gonna know that this happened? I guess, you know what? He has the memory of a goldfish. I guess it's fair. Look at that. Only got hit like one time. When in doubt, zipline it out. Nice and fast. Whoop. Whoop. Fuck. Oh, I was hoping to catch that one, but it didn't work. That's fine. That's fine. I'm still not getting shot at, so it could be a lot worse. Alright, this way. Shit. No, I need to get up. I need to get up further. Because this connects over here. Perfect. Open the door! Open the door, Sentius! All we gotta do is go back through with the crown this time. There are two ways to do this. One is by getting the crown and fleeing to the portal, and the other is by persuading him. The former is clearly faster. You know, who needs to do any persuasion checks when we can... Oh my god.
Salvage.
Alright, please. Go get everybody to the cistern, alright? Except for Ulpius. Ulpius gets to perish. That guy's too much of a weenie. I'm sure I probably could have found a way to persuade him. I have to have found some sort of, sin that isn't consistent. Something that would have given him a brain loop. Maybe suicide. Maybe. But, like, honestly, the main sin of she tried to leave, so that's bad, is there's no... I don't know why I couldn't argue that further. Alright, cool, it's already open. Open the door. Let's do this. Pluto, let me in. It'd be really funny if this thing was like... then Hades. If this thing was super long. Like it went on for like 400 rooms. Cyrus. And then let me into the Enterprise, Nurgle. There we go. I'm curious what that is on the left, though. It's like a cloak of some sort.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce me.
Yeah, I already know who you are. See this? It's Proserpina's crown.
I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it?
I took it from her after I killed her in another timeline.
You vile, despicable creature.
He's mad.
Why would you
I made
do
him
such a
upset.
thing? And worse still, boast about it.
I didn't want to kill her, but if you don't put an end to the Golden Rule, I'll do it again. I could do this all day, and the Golden Rule, or I will. Alright, we'll go with the nicer option. He's the one
you
aghast
have
now.
put me in an impossible position.
You bet your ass I would,
If I
bud.
refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium, humiliated and alone.
Correct. That's the idea.
Perhaps you are cleverer than you appear, mortal. I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I have witnessed in 3,000 years.
We're just as horrible as he said we'd be.
Your species' true colors. And I see that Persephone was a fool to have ever believed in you at all.
She told me to
This
do
has
it.
gone on too long. It is time for me to let go of this form of her, of Aurelion. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend.
Why can't we go to Elysium? Why not?
Because despicable creatures like you have no place there. My king
That's fair.
would never allow it.
That's fair. I
Best
did just
can do
just
is
kill her.
return you to the land of the living. I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Okay. Don't make me kill her again. Why?
Once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now, are you ready?
See, I don't know if this is a good option either. Alright, I'm ready.
You had best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
But who is that shadowy figure over there? Maybe that is Charon. He's a big fucking baby, right? What a whiny little guy. He's so mad. I steam his beans just a little bit, and he has to be a baby about it. I guess Al is probably not gonna be happy about this one either. We'll see.
Oh,
Hey, Al.
hi there. Gave me a bit of...
I came here to find you.
Here
I'm Tony. I was hoping you know who I am.
who you are. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to... Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook.
persuasive.
and the
I was
voice
just
of that
meaner
god
than
rang out over
Odysseus.
the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
Actually, that was me.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Anyway, I think I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
I'm right behind you, Al. Oh, that's the ending. Al wasn't mad about this one, thank goodness. Oh. Return to the river. Do I still have the bow? I don't.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good. I don't think your boards are gonna
Go
keep
on
people
ahead.
out, but
I'll
sure.
Be there soon.
Alright, Al. See you later. What if I had the gun? Then I could just shoot Al. That'd be kind of funny. That should be a secret achievement. You just shoot Al in the back of the head. I don't think that would be one, but it'd be pretty funny if it was.
You're back. But you're alone.
Don't try your
Does that
shit
mean
with
you
me,
did
Sherry.
find Al?
Charon, look at you. I found him. He'll be here in a moment.
What a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there.
Fuck you, Charon.
Why don't you
dick.
tell me what you discovered? While we wait.
I discovered your real name is Charon. Or was it Kirti?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you really?
You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest.
You're not
with you when we
sorry.
first
You're a
met.
trickster.
I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me,
I don't believe her.
I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time.
What truth is
You
that?
died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember.
But I want to know.
Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know?
Yeah.
As you wish. You were murdered.
Ooh, was I murdered by
You were
Al?
falsely accused of a terrible crime, and fled into the wild to evade your accusers. On your final night, you were offered sanctuary in the cottage of a stranger, who gave you food and money, including, by accident, a coin of ancient origin. Unfortunately, you were apprehended and attacked by authorities. Your host leapt to your aid.
Is it
You
Al?
both fought bravely, but your assailants were armed, and you were not. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name
Yeah, there it
was
is.
Al Worth. You were each in possession
love Al.
of a sacred coin, called Charon's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
But where do people go if they don't have the coins? That's what I want to know. What's so special about these
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in
coins?
their
Here, we know that
well.
one.
Those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world.
Only 1,000
My
people get to go to
orders
the
were
underworld, huh?
Whenever
not
a
much.
person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them.
Okay, I guess more than 1,000 if the coins are moving around. But what if they get lost?
That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen. I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the
Oh.
coins on you and Al
Yeah, all the other
were
ones are gone
last
then.
of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Can you return us to the land of the living?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city.
Ooh, do I get to
And there
tell
was a
Al?
tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But
Do I
you
get to-
two look
Do I get
exhausted.
to spoil it? Do I get to tell him?
Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Yeah, okay. Let's go home. What was that? Probably ending 3 or 2. 1 year later, we get a after story thing. this owl, but dressed all fancy and nice. Oh,
Hey, you made it.
yeah,
Good to
he
see
is
you again.
fancy.
I read about your trial in the news. Congratulations on your acquittal.
Thanks,
Still,
Al.
I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news.
I'd love some good
So
news.
after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius' tablet. And I found something strange.
Is it me? Did you find me?
Sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you. I just really wanted you to see this for yourself. Why don't you head on down there?
It's me.
I'll catch
isn't
up
it?
with you at the other end.
Ooh, this is gonna be great.
Oh, there he is.
Huh? It's all. Oh, I walked too far.
You're finally
I activated
here.
Galerius.
Remember me?
What are you doing here,
It's a crazy
Galerius?
story. After you disappeared, Charon appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours.
Oh, Galerius.
I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but
No, Galerius, we've talked 100 times.
for
You're the
freeing
best
us
boy
from
in the whole
underworld
village.
and giving us a second chance at life.
You're with Quishia now?
I know. I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together.
Man, look at
We're
Galerius.
planning
Look
to
at
get
this.
married
Look at this
next
lucky
week.
guy. He gets the prettiest girl in the
I'd
village.
love to see you there.
Oh, what a fucking king. I'd love that Count Bien. What's he doing?
Oh, I used Charon's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course.
Oh,
It's hard work, but I sleep
And
soundly
Dooley.
every night. I'm
Galerius
finally
really
my
is the
own man,
sweetest.
and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Stop, Galerius. You're gonna make me cry.
Of course, there's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Is Malleolus and Sentius here, though? God damn, look at her. She's dripped out. Alright, we're gonna save. Oh my god, dude.
It's you.
You guys are all freaking out about Galerius. I love it. Galerius is such a cool dude.
There he is.
Oh my god. Let's talk to Dooley.
Hello, I'm Dooley.
I know. I remember who you are, Dooley.
Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper. Thank you for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either, Dooley. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They look after me now and help me remember when I forget things, like brushing my teeth.
Dooley, you're a fucking treasure. Sorry you never found your treasure. No, Dooley, the treasure was you all along.
Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box now. Galerius got me a box that tells stories.
Ooh, he got a TV or a computer.
Favorite thing.
Probably a TV. Story boxes are great, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fun.
Oh, Dooley. Dooley gets a happy end. That's good. Oh my god.
Hey.
Horatius is in the military. Sentius here too.
Hi there.
Man. Who's worth talking to? That's what I want to know. Oh, there's the philosopher.
Some soiree, innit?
Fucking... God, he's still an asshole. Always.
Good evening.
Livia, Octavia. Let's see. Who do I want to talk to? Kabosh. Is he still an asshole too? And Virgil.
Hello
Scintilla.
there.
Hello, Scintilla.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now.
Oh.
I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
I noticed that monster was
After
not
you drove
here.
Pluto off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Don't worry, nobody did.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living by myself on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's something Ulpius and I used to talk about doing when we got out, and I thought that's what he would have wanted. But it's been hard.
Hmm.
I don't know what I'm doing.
God, I wish I could have got
And it's
Ulpius
just
to
not
be
the same
fine, you
without
know?
him. Mostly, it just reminds me he's gone.
I wonder if I had told Galerius to do that, if we would have been fine. Because you didn't save her lover, he's not there. Yeah. I should have had Galerius do all those chores first before I redid everything. That's
Oh,
fine.
it's hardly your fault. I'll be alright.
It's definitely my
time.
fault, Gabrielle. I apologize.
Thanks.
Bye. Let's talk to
What is
Kabash.
up?
What is up?
It is an honor to finally meet you.
Oh, he doesn't hate me. Thanks, Kabash.
You know my name.
I love his
Of
jacket,
course.
though.
You are an oracle. You know many things. I too would like to offer my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us.
I really want to punch him. He's
This
kind of a
world
dick.
is truly wondrous.
Alright, what are you doing with yourself these days?
For a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack the world. It is a great adventure,
That is kind of funny.
and I have met many people from many cultures. I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Alright, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Alright,
Thank you.
skedaddle. We'll talk to Georgius.
Some soiree, innit?
Magnificent museum, is it not?
Ducius. I love his fucking purple
This
suit!
must be the legendary oracle. It is a sincere privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius.
Good to see you too, Georgius.
I am told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades, and for that I am most grateful.
What are you doing with yourself these days?
I am reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much
Yeah,
over the
Fabia's
last
not here
2,000
either.
years,
Yeesh.
I barely recognize it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling.
That's kind of fun.
Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini in a villa overlooking the Azure Aegean Sea. I hope you will join me there and regale me with the story of how you faced off against the fearsome god of the underworld and won.
Consider me there. Alright, bye.
Too much.
Yeah, I did not save a bunch of people. Just because I fucked up with Galerius at the end there, that's fine.
Oh, hello at last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Dacius.
Yeah, Ducius, I know who the
Listen,
fuck you are.
I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics.
Fuck this guy.
Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man. Thank you.
No need to thank me, it was entirely unintended.
Such acerbic wit. I love it.
Fuck you. What are you doing with yourself these
I took
days?
the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the
Ugh,
stock market.
he's a
That's where
fucking
the real money
crypto
is now.
bro, I bet.
In fact,
Ugh.
I was hoping to ask your advice. You being the oracle and future
Which
seer,
stock should I
can't decide
invest
between
in?
Fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling, and arms. What would you recommend?
Oh, he's terrible. I can't really see the future, I'm afraid.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
Fuck. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Broadcast television is going to be the next big thing. Print media is going to make a huge comeback. DVD rentals have a bright future. Fuck yeah,
Oh,
dude.
of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I'll go home and buy up as much stock as I can.
Fuck yeah, dude. Eat shit. I hope he puts all of his stock in fucking Blockbuster.
Of course, don't let me keep you.
Alright, get the fuck out of here. Piece of shit. I'm glad I could
Evening.
ruin his life. Let's see what we got going on in here. This is so fun. And here we go. There's Alworth.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
It's Proserpina.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
I was kind of hoping she'd have her crown on. I recognize
Allow me
that
to introduce
voice.
myself properly.
It's
I am
her.
Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal. I wanted to meet you in person, and thank you for freeing all these people, and me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
I am a little bummed I didn't get all of them. You were whispering to me all along?
Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues, and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
You did what you could, thanks. What became of Pluto?
I don't know what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
In time loop?
I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power.
Oh, I
and
see.
so I put a
The Romans were the
safeguard in
last
place.
ones to believe in
I required the creator
Pluto.
of the portal to
see.
sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle. Of course, once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him, and there was little I could do.
Yeah, she really picked just the worst fucking dude for it. She should have picked Galerius.
We were all fortunate you came along when you did.
Thanks, Proserpina. It was nice meeting you.
Although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues scattered throughout the city?
Of course.
Good. Because they remember you. Well done, my friend.
Oh.
Of all the heroes.
Whoa, check out this fucking guy with the beard. Look at that guy. Whoa, wait, he's over here too. They just duplicated them all. There is again. There's a third one. They just duplicated the same dude 3 times. Ending 4-4. Hell yeah, that's the sort of perfect one, I guess. Nice. Oh, worth it in the end. The bear guy. Nice ending. I agree. That was a good ending. I'm a little upset that I didn't tell Galerius the correct thing. I think I should be able to tell him to do all the chores and then tell him to get everybody over there. But that's fine. That's like a minor thing. So yeah, we did it. It only took us 2 hours and 40 minutes basically to do all that. That was fucking great. That was a fantastic time. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and like doing this puzzle shit. Not entirely accurate. The South Americas and Asian religions plus the Oceanic regions probably had similar beliefs, but details, yeah, this is all semantics and such. It doesn't matter. I guess she thought it was the last wave. I mean, she's not perfect. She's only mortal, so it's not like she could know everything. She didn't know that Sentius was a huge dick, and if she didn't know that, she probably doesn't know a lot of things, because that was pretty fucking obvious from the get-go. But this is a lot different than what I thought it would be in a good way. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it. I genuinely thought that this was a fantastic game and a fantastic experience. I hope all of you guys had a good time watching. We've crossed another game off of the list, so I'm going to have to replace 2 games now because Atomic Heart didn't work out. I already got the refund on that, and we already finished this one, so we got to find more games to play, lads. More stuff to try out. But I'm glad you liked it and liked playing it your way. See, that's a thing that I liked about it, was that I could approach this the way that I wanted to most of the time. Again, the thing with Galerius at the end is an example of me not being able to do it, but for the most part I could figure this out and do it the way that I wanted to. And I like that it had so many different options, you know? So like if you guys played it, you could probably have done it completely differently from me, which is great. That's a good sign of a good game, you know? But I hope you guys had a good time. I am going to go and eat dinner because I'm fucking starving. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.